You're not very comfortable. You feel a little uneasy. There are so many things you want to do but can't. You want to be happy but you can't. You want to succeed, but you just fall. You are hypnotized by looking at the TV. You are hypnotized by looking at your parents. You are hypnotized by looking at your siblings. You are hypnotized by looking at the society you were born into. You give up your own imagination and surrender to theirs. Instead of downloading programs to your brain that you want, you download what you see from them. Whatever you see in the people around you, take it out and believe in it. You can't do it because they can't do it. Since they can't be happy, neither can you. You have to stumble and fall because they can't do it. Geography is destiny. Life is hard. True. Throughout my life, I continued to watch grass, other things, other events, other people, on that couch in front of the screen. Some of them were so attractive to me that they almost reached out from the screen and pulled me out of my seat and into their inspiring world. When I returned from that world to my own, I felt great enthusiasm on the one hand, and on the other hand, I was also feeling a little disappointed. I was still in that boring life. Even though I wanted to do what I saw, I was still sitting in the seat I was sitting on. I also wanted to do something, but there was always a but at the end of my sentences. Our dreams either did not exist or were suppressed. The voice of our dreams is hoarse. It's almost a whisper, but to truly live life, all you have to do is hear the whisper of your dreams. Make it the music of your life. Why do you think you can't budge? Because they taught you like that. Because they said you can't be a man. Because they buried you. Because you can't do this, you can't do that. Because you can't achieve that. When it's programmed like this, people from 7 to 70 live like this. All the wires he took his life from. He lives in the world of those who are buried on the ground. So, is there an organ exit? You will come out there the same way you fell. I always waited for someone to come and reach out from the screen and lift me from the seat they were sitting on, but no one came. It's an event like this that wakes me up, jumps up and gets moving. Not such a person, but a word. I noticed that word one day while watching a rocket launch. This time, the rockets carried a space shuttle, and the space shuttle carried a telescope inside. It was that word written on the space shuttle that returned to Earth after putting that telescope into orbit. Exploration. They thought it was those powerful rockets that lifted the space shuttle and the telescope in it into orbit. But how can we do this because of humanity's passion for discovery? Humanity is motivated by the passion for discovery, gets up from its place and moves forward. This is such a force that it allows it to rise and overcome even the gravity that has bound it tightly to itself and prevented it from leaving the world for all the time. Humanity has existed. I had discovered this truth. This applies to humanity, of which I am a part. I decided to apply such a fact to myself. If I want to leave my tiny world, which is sitting on my seat in front of the screen, and find new worlds, I had to cling to my inner passion for discovery. If it were easy, anyone could do it. For this, you have to fight your fears yourself. You may feel as ugly or weak as a caterpillar, but there is the potential to turn into a butterfly in forgetting. You may feel so tiny right now, but one day you will grow up. One way or another, you will turn into a butterfly, and all butterflies in the world have a butterfly effect. Even the smallest, the weakest, changes the world. So how do you change it? That's what the downsides decide. You have to be ready to hear the charity of that dream, whispering strangely in your ear every day of your life, to be the one you need to be the one to do instead of looking up to superheroes. And right now you're sitting in front of me, watching me, staring out at mine from your own world set in your warm armchairs. Can I tell you something?
The manager in you will keep putting you in those seats, and the idea of watching others in that way will always appeal to you. Because that impulse inside you is actually a very natural force that originates from the world, and it always pulls you down to the ground. As a matter of fact, she is such a girl in all of us. Everything in the universe has such a power in it. It's a very natural phenomenon that physicists call gravity. This world takes you and glues you to your seat. But remember, you are a world too. Even if you are small, the laws of physics apply to you too. You have both mass and energy. When you watch other planets, other people's worlds, the potential difference is here and here. These two are the things that make you who you are. Everyone on Earth has these two, but no one else has the same as you. Always set your goal high. I started a countdown to reach that goal and then ignite it with the logic of discovery in your mind and the power of passion in your heart. That grief. Yes,